Today, we're going to be playing the best Golden Knight and double Pekka comp that was buffed after the most recent balance changes. So the Assassins and the double Pekkas actually got a huge buff in the most recent balance changes, so we're going to be using those cards, and we do start out with three. We get a 3-star RG basically in round 1. But anyways, this comp is super good because you basically have all melee units, which, yeah, isn't the best in a lot of cases. But oh my god, that ghost is going... Damn, that ghost is going crazy. But you basically have 2 assassins, so they can basically snipe the backline. So they're sort of like range units because they can basically counter the range units. But very good RG. I'm going to sell the RG just to sort of maybe farm a bit more elixir here, and we do get an infinite cycle going, I think, which should be pretty good here. So let's just keep merging and selling until we get... I'll just say let's just get elixir in this round, and then next round we could actually start building the comp. But let's put these guys in. We get double brawlers and double clan, which is pretty good here. But if you guys haven't noticed, my background actually changed, and I didn't actually move houses. It's just that I moved my setup, which there's actually a really good reason why. I'll explain that later. But this comp is so good as well because the double Pekka's got a huge buff. I didn't think the buff would actually be that impactful, to be honest, because to be fair, the Pekka trait was pretty bad in the past, but now it's actually really good somehow, in my opinion, because I guess that double Pekka trait did go a long way. But the first card we need is a Prince and the Golden Knight, so let's grab those 2 cards. And obviously we're going to need the double Pekka, so let's grab that Pekka right there. And we actually get a maxed out Prince, so I think we'll put him in the slot right now. And just for now, I'll probably just put the Barb in here, and we'll upgrade that Golden Knight as well. So this is a really good start. The 3 cards we need are the Mini Pekka, the Ghost, and the Skeleton King. So those are the cards we need. I'm probably going to grab the Ghost here, but actually, guys, the reason why I moved setups is because when I moved into my apartment last summer, I realized this place is actually really tiny. I live in a studio apartment, so that's why it's so tiny. But either way, let's get the Ghost here. Now we need the Skeleton King, and I forgot the last card momentarily, but I'll recognize it actually. So let's go for the Skeleton King. That's perfect. We have the Assassins, so we need the Mini Pekka. That's the big card that we're missing. But basically, my apartment came with this built-in desk that you can see. So that's where my old setup was, and where I am right now is the opposite side of the room. So basically, in my old setup, where you saw like my shoe collection and the Clash and the other plushies, that's basically where I'm sitting right now. And the problem with that built-in desk, I mean, it's pretty convenient, but it's so small. Like, I don't know if you guys can notice it right now, but it's so narrow, so it's just really inconvenient to work with, because basically the only desk space I had was just the monitor, basically. That's basically all I had, so it was just really bad for my eyes as well. But we do get the Mini Pekka. That's the final card that we need, and you'll see why this comp is just so good. Yeah, we have 6 melee units, but all of our cards are going to jump over and do some crazy damage. So let's try to go for the Golden Knight. I don't think we can get any Skeleton Kings here. Yeah, that guy's the Skeleton King. We just didn't get any for a while, so I kind of just assumed that it was blocked there. But basically, I'm at the opposite side of the room, and that thing was so narrow. So I had to... And I didn't have the space to use the other part of my room as a desk. Or I didn't have space in the rest of my apartment to place a desk because I basically just had that shoe collection, and next to it was the orange sofa. I'm not sure if you guys recall, but there's like that little piece of that orange sofa that was sticking out. That's all the room. Like, the most annoying part was that orange sofa. You guys saw like maybe 10% of it, but that thing literally was like so long. It took up like 60% of my living room, and I never even used the sofa. So you basically had this big sofa that was taking up like the majority of my space that I didn't use, which was super annoying. And I called the help desk. I was like, hey, can you just remove this, like store it elsewhere? And they're like, actually, we don't remove furniture from the unit. So basically, I moved the sofa out because my logic was, okay, look, I'm gonna be in the living room for the majority of the time, so I kind of just want to make the living room the most like usable space. So the sofa is gigantic, but it's literally, I just moved it to the hallway, so it's clogging up the hallway. So it's kind of annoying because I kind of have to like step over that sofa every time I use the bathroom. But I think it's worth it because now my living room is just so much better. But either way, our comp is super good. We're up against a maxed out monk here, though he only has... Actually, his comp is not bad. He's using basically the 6 trait comp, but he's using goblins instead for some reason. I think he still has 6 traits, so it's pretty good. But I mean, again, he has a 3-star monk, 3-star RG. His star levels are a bit worse than ours, but we just completely destroy this guy because of how good this comp is. Either way, though, I'm personally liking this setup a lot more. I have so much desk space. And a big problem I had last semester was it was just hard to do anything productive because for schoolwork and use my laptop because the desk is so narrow. I mean, look at it. It's just so narrow. But now I have like an actual functional desk, so I can actually do a lot of more things. I think I'll use that desk though, probably just for schoolwork, and I'll use this desk for like as my PC setup, like streaming, making content, like gaming, and that desk is probably for productivity. But yeah, I really wish I could show you because my orange sofa is literally just clogging up the entire hallway, which is a bit annoying, but we do get goblins here, and I'll just stay. Either way though, we have a really good setup right now. We have double goblins, we have the executioner, so my goal right now is I'll probably just go for the royal giants. I think we farmed enough elixir by now to probably get an infinite cycle in the next round, so we should be in a pretty decent spot. The only flaw that I'm really worrying about right now is that my background is looking a bit bad. I mean, it's literally just my kitchen, so I'm not really sure how I feel about that. But either way, though, we get the ghost and the 3-star goblin. So yeah, now we have infinite elixir practically, and let's just go for the cards in our comp. Now we get the assassins, upgrade the golden knight as well. Let's sell that. Let's go for the prince here. Let's upgrade the ghost. Maybe if we can get one more merge, that'll be really good. We do get another merge, which is fantastic. We just need the skeleton king that's left and the regular Pekka. So I would say let's go for the regular Pekka here. And I probably go for the prince here. Let's merge the princess next, and let's go for the skeleton king here. We're honestly in a really good spot here. We should be able to get everything because... yeah, nice. We actually just got everything because the skeleton king is just not very contested, to be honest, because of how expensive it is. I also did make a tier list video as my last video. I don't think it's very good individually either, to be honest, but I will say with the last balance changes, I think they balanced out a lot of the really bad traits because Pekka was obviously really bad, and assassins also was pretty bad as well. But we do get a 3-star option there. I think we'll be fine though, just to grab it in the next turn here. I probably will go for the ghost. I think the ghost will probably be a bit more impactful than the mini Pekka here, but I mean, this guy has almost full clan and we clean him up pretty nicely, so that's obviously really good. Let's just go for that 3-star ghost here, and let's see. I'm at 1,700 trophies right now. I would like to be a bit higher, but unfortunately I do have classes starting up on Monday, so that's not the best. But we do get a 3-star skeleton king here, and I think we're probably running out of elixir here. But yeah, I am starting classes again on Monday, so for me that's in about 2 days. And another worry that I had with this apartment, I've had a lot of issues. Not a lot of issues, but I wasn't fully satisfied with this apartment. By the way, I'm paying like 1,900 a month, which is just ridiculous for what I'm getting, to be honest. But I've had some problems with this apartment mainly because of the size. It's just really small, and it can't really accommodate a lot of the things that I would like to do. Let's sell that prince there just to get it back, and let's sell the GK. I think we can honestly get those back. That's a bit of a risky sell, but I think we can get that back. But basically, I wasn't completely satisfied with the apartment. That was a good buy. We just got a max out golden knight and a max out prince next, which is really good. But I wasn't completely satisfied, so I don't know why I did this. It was just a mistake on my part, but they were offering like a discount if I renewed my lease early. But my apartment basically offered to discount by like $100 per month if I renewed my lease early, which I took, even though I only lived in this place for about a month, so I didn't really have much to go off of. But I realized I didn't like this place about like 3 months in, and I really wanted to switch, but I couldn't because I signed the lease already. And I was even looking at other apartments nearby, and some of them were only like $200 more expensive, but they were like miles better. So obviously I was feeling a lot of regret. So I'm basically stuck here for another 1.5 years. And that setup I really didn't like, but I literally just shifted around all my stuff today. And after I found this new layout, honestly, I think I'll be fine for the next 1.5 years. I mean, it's not ideal because obviously I have the couch in my hallway. That's the only problem, which it's really hard to like navigate. But other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with the setup here. But either way, guys, we already have the Pekka. So now let's just go for the other cards in our comp that we need. Let's grab that musketeer. I think we'll have to sell that Pekka. Again, to be honest, I think let's go for the barbarian here. Let's go for the double Pekka here. And I think I might just go like this. I mean, just for the sake of surviving, though, I don't know if we're going to survive exactly here because, to be fair, we didn't really get the best merges that we really needed. But our traits are pretty good, so it looks like we are going to survive. Let's go for the RG. Let's sell. Let's go for the Valk. And I need to basically get the Skeleton King, Golden Knight, Ghost, and the Prince. So those 4 cards I need. The other double Pekkas I have, but I really need to just go completely insane this round just so I could survive here. Also, I didn't realize that we had an Inferno Tower. That's kind of not the optimal placement there, but it should be fine here. The Inferno Tower doesn't really get that much value either way, so that should be fine in this case. So let's go for the GK here. Let's go Mini P, and then I think what I'll try to do here is I'll probably try to go for either a Ghost or a Skeleton King. Nice, we get a Skeleton King, that's super good. Let's upgrade that. And this is all I could really do for now, I think. Let me check my opponent. He has the Echo Sage. I think we'll be fine, though. Our final card is the Royal Ghost. But I don't know why, but I have this tendency where I just like shifting around the furniture in my room. Like, I don't know, I just kind of like finding new setups. I don't really know why I do that. I've just always done that, and that's kind of what I did today. But I have a setup that works, and my logic was like, okay, if I'm going to live here for another 1.5 years, I want to make it count. And I think I did a pretty good job of that today. So I'm very glad today. It was very productive for me. But either way, guys, let's sell the Pekka here. We're not going to get that back. Let's do this. And we really need to go for the Prince here. Please don't tell me. Yeah, so nobody really has like a maxed out Prince or anything. So theoretically, we should be fine. Let's go for that Pekka merge again. We did have a Prince there, but we get another Prince here. So it's completely fine. Let's sell the Monk here. Let's try to go for one more upgrade if possible. Skeleton King, and we do get a Prince upgrade, so that's really good here. And I do just really want to survive. The final card we need now is the Ghost. So let's go for the Ghost here. I didn't even realize we had that Executioner in there. That was a bit bad, but as you can see, the Pekka trade is doing wonders. The mini Pekka just heals back to full after each kill, which is honestly really insane to think about. And all the other cards just basically tank for the Assassin, so that's super good. I think what I'll do here is I'll just sell that guy. Let's do this for a bit more elixir, and I think we're honestly pretty good to go here. Let's merge and sell that guy. Just try to get a bit more elixir while we upgrade our cards at the same time. Maybe we're able to go for a 3-star Ghost just because nobody really goes for the Ghost, I feel like. We do get a Pekka and a Ghost, so that is super good. Our comp now is just so much better, and we are even facing the dead guy, so we should be in a really good spot. Let's see if we can even 3-star that. That is so perfect. I feel like that's one of the best things with this comp in particular is that pretty much all these cards are like rather uncontested. I mean, the double Pekka was bad in the past, so nobody really goes for that. I will say more people have gone for the double Pekka now because you could pair it with a lot of other things. Like, you could pair it with pretty much anything. Full Clan, full Brawlers, full Brutalist, this comp, so double Pekka is gone for a bit more, but still not gone for as much as a lot of the other cards, I would say, like the Barbarian. But yeah, even the Skeleton King, he is a champion, and he is a pretty good card in my opinion, but he's just not very popular, or I don't think he's... Because I don't think he's very good, as I mentioned in my rankings video. I think he's probably the worst champion in my opinion, so he's not very sought after as well. Also, the Golden Knight is just so expensive that like nobody really goes for him, even though I do feel like he's a bit slept on this season. And I don't know, all these cards are relatively uncontested, so I think this is a really underrated comp, especially because most people do go for like the typical clan brawlers or the 6 trait comp that I covered. So I think this is a really good option, to be honest, and this is a comp I genuinely will be using a lot more. But guys, we're up against the Echo Sage in a 1v1. He's using the 6 trait comp. That's really interesting. So Echo Sage, I haven't really faced Echo Sage in a 1v1, so we'll have to see how that is. Okay, so I basically just blocked all of his cards, but I do think we have like a pretty decent counter to him because he's playing Echo, and yeah, we are playing Assassin, so that is the best double Pekka and double Assassins comp right now, in my opinion. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be doing a Spirit Empress cosplay at 40k. And other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.